Yo, what's up? It's Z-Beats, and today I'm going to show you how to make a crazy acoustic guitar loop for the Kid LAROI. So lately his style's been going in more of an alternative and indie pop direction, so that's the type of loop we're going to make today. So I'm going to show you the full loop and then we'll break it down. So first off, we got the main guitar, and this is kind of the heart and soul of the loop. And what I decided to do is double track it. So I have a guitar going hard left and then a guitar going hard right. And what this does is it makes a really wide guitar part and it leaves room for the vocalist to do their thing. The processing that I'm doing is pretty simple. I just have some EQ, a little bit of compression. I like to do this thing where I use our compressor. I have this preset that I use and I basically just put the preset on and don't touch it. I'm not sure if it's actually doing something, but it always feels better when I have it. So I leave it on. And then on the bus, I just have some like really simple EQ carving out low end and then just some simple compression. And this is what that main guitar part sounds like. Next up, we got another guitar part that is actually going up the middle, but I put micro shift on it, which is basically a chorus effect and it's spreading it out. So it's on like mix is like 23-ish%. Put a little Valhalla vintage verb on it. This is just filling up the space. We had the main guitar part that's on both the sides. This is kind of filling in the middle, but still it's not going to get in the way because it's going to be reverbed out and kind of tucked back in the mix. The other important thing about this part is I'm just doing like long strums on the downbeat of each measure. And this second guitar part sounds like this. Cool. Moving on. Next, we have the lead guitar part, which my thing with lead guitar parts is you want them to have like a melodic motif going on. You want them to have some sort of an identity, but you also don't want to get in the way again of the vocalist. So you don't want to be doing way too much. And on this, I mean, it's pretty simple. I just have some like EQ, a little bit of compression. I got the 1176 guy on there and then some Valhalla, just like spreading it out again. This is what the lead part sounds like. So after that, what I decided to do is layer that with an octave below. So basically an octave, if you don't know, is 12 whole steps below it. For this layer, I copied the exact same plugins that I had on the lead onto it so that they became one cohesive sound. And that layer sounds like this. So after this, I added a background guitar part. This is something I always like to put a bunch of reverb on, and I also have a special trick that I want to show you too. So usually what I do is I bus out the reverb, so I send it to another track that has the reverb on it, so I'm able to keep the dry signal and then also have that wet signal. So in this case, I have two reverb buses. I have the regular Valhalla vintage verb, which is on bus 3, but then I have something else, and this is the sauce. So I have another bus, which I have little altar boy on, that is pitching it up a whole octave and then going into the reverb. And what this does is it helps just like accent it and it helps it keep its space but also stay out of the way, if that makes any sense. Also just adds like nice shimmer to the top end. And if you want to hear what that bus is doing, I'm going to solo the bus so you can hear what the altar boy verb is doing. So it's giving it some nice top end and some shimmer there. So after that, I decided to layer it with an electric guitar. And hold up, before you come at me like, yo, you said this was going to be an acoustic guitar loop. Yeah, it is an acoustic guitar loop, but I decided to put some electric guitar in it. That being said, what I did was I took an electric guitar and I put a lot of chorus on it, just made it sound like a vibey kind of like, I don't know, like an 80s-ish kind of a vibe. On this one, I'm using a different reverb. I'm using Super Plate by Sound Toys. The guitar plugin I'm using for this one is Archetype Corey Wong, which is super dope for like really high quality electric guitar sounds. Definitely recommend it. And in this plugin, I have the 80s stomp box, which is the chorus, and also the wash, which is reverb. And that gives it again like an 80s type of vibe. So this is what that electric guitar sounds like. And finally, we just got the bass, which is just hitting the same root notes as the original guitar. On this, I just have the Ampeg, which is from UAD. I don't even know, it's like the default setting that I have. I got an 1176 doing some stuff on it, and then also another R compressor, which it looks like I'm doing about 2 dB of gain reduction. And sometimes it's nice to have bass in loops because it helps just fill it all out. And this is what the bass sounds like. So yeah, that's it. It's a pretty simple loop, but it feels full. There's different parts kind of coming in and out, doing their thing, and it leaves room for the vocalist to go do their thing. In this case, Kid LAROI would be dope on this. And again, here's the final product. I hope you liked this video and learned something new. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.